everybody, and welcome to day 3 of the Ssbl here in week 16. It would be really beneficial if I would switch over to the game capture. The penultimate day of the regular season. We start things off with the Sparrows and the High Rollers. It's a bit of a lackluster day today. Nothing really has any bearings apart from really lottery odds, but we're gonna have some fun nonetheless. Lindsay Say on the mound here for the Sparrows. And Mike Mocha on the mound for the High Rollers. Two here to Wally Woolley, fouls it back. And he strikes out swinging for out number 2. Today, Decamore to the plate. Full count here. K-Dud on Say. Fouled off. And strike 3 called. 1, 2, 3, go. The High Rollers will go bottom of the first. Hendricks, Fournier, and Cameron Kahn due up. Grounded to short, Wally Woolley in time for out number 1. And that's a strikeout for California. A couple quick outs here. And Cameron Kahn to the plate. And grounded to second, Decamore in time for out number 3. Nothing doing for both sides in the first. We go to the second. Range Graph and Blind Ollie due up. As for Lindsay Say, her 4th start of the year, it's been a year for these Sparrows pitchers. 9 earned runs for Say this year in 11 innings, a 7.36 ERA, and a 2.36 WHIP. Has gotten better as the season's gone on. 5 earned in her first outing. That only lasted an inning and a third. Gave up 3 week 8 through 5 innings, and then only 1 earned through 4 2/3 back on week 12. Second year for the Sparrows. Didn't go quite as planned. Still shaking off the, not the rust, but the new car smell, I guess. As the top cream of the Epic Conference, along with the trailing ends, are still to a bit more higher of a degree than what is in the Heroic. Whereas you have kind of a bigger middle in the Heroic, where you have a lot of 9 and 6 teams this season, or 9 and 7 teams. Whereas pending Game 3, everyone in the Epic Conference playoffs once again will have 10 wins plus on the season. So it's a tough hill to climb for the Sparrows and the Mythic, who we'll see in Game 2. But who knows, another season with some positive aging. We'll see what this Sparrow squad looks like going into Season X. Already 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the second. And make it 3 as Jerry Magana strikes out swinging. We'll go top of the third. Beltran, Wind, and Rodriguez due up. Can't blame the High Rollers for the lackluster season coming into the game. 5-10 on the year. High Rollers 10th in the league in batting average, 265 on the year. Top of the league in home runs hit as well with 31 on the season. Next highest are the Stingers with 28. And they're doing pretty well on the strikeout rate as well, just 24%. 4th best in the league. And averaging 5 runs per game, which is 9th best. We finally have a runner aboard, but Vegas to Hendricks, and Hendricks to Magana. The Dragon special takes the runner right away. And that brings up Rocket Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. We go to the bottom of the third. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Sparrows. As for Mike Mocha, his 4th start of the year. 9 earned runs for him this season. A 5.25 ERA and a 1.29 whip. 6 of those 9 earned runs coming week 12. Only lasted 2 innings in that game. Also made a SP as RP appearance in that Bombers game, and well, just got knocked out here. What is the first hit of the game for the Sparrows? And in comes Tipsy Reynolds, so Mike Mocha only gets 2 more innings on the season. Every hitter Spud Vegas strikes out swinging. Tipsy Reynolds into the game. Number 14th appearance for Tipsy this season, and it's not been a great season for her this year. 26 earned runs in 26 2/3 innings, an 8.7 ERA, and a 2.13 whip. That does have back-to-back strikeouts. Facing here against August Hendricks now. Giving up 8 home runs on the season, but still striking out 11.48 per 9. 34 Ks on the season to just 15 walks. That one's down into left, just in front of Mary Stone. Runners headed for third, and will get there under the tag. And runners at the corners here for the Sparrows in California to the plate.
Ball outside. Nope, inside.
Slow roller too short. Wally Woolley, the throw, not in time, sorry. Throw is in time, got her by a step or two. And we go to the top of the 4th. Still scoreless here. Mary Stone, the top of the order, due up.
Ball, that's low. You're out.
Vegas with the catch.
The shortstop, number 3.
To Hendricks, and that's in time.
The second baseman, number 24.
0-2 here to Dekamori.
Ball high.
Rolls to the mound, Say in time for out number 3. And we'll go bottom of the 4th. Khan, Magana, and Strickland due up.
Now back. The third baseman.
As for the Sparrows offense, well, it's not good.
Ball, that's out.
21st in batting average, hitting a 225 on the year.
No, that's
20th in home runs with 15 on the season. And 3rd worst in strikeout rate at 31%. And 2nd worst in runs per game at just 2.53.
the first baseman. Number 12.
One down, Jerry Magana back to the plate.
That's inside.
Grounder to Dekamori in time.
Now batting. The right fielder. Number 35. That's down. 3. Nope. High. Foul ball.
2-2 to Strickland. And swing and a miss. Top of the 5th we go. Range, Graff, and Ollie due up for the High Rollers.
The first baseman. Number 89. No, that's low. 3.
Nice diving stop there by Magana in time for out number 1.
The right fielder. Number 20. Strike. Ball outside.
And another one to the mound. Lindsey Say in time for out number 2.
The third baseman. Number 40.
And a diving stop by Hendricks. A 1-2-3 inning again for the Sparrows. Bottom of the 5th. Seltzer, Larsonian, and Vegas due up.
Now back. The left fielder. Number 2. That's low. Out. Now back. The center fielder. Number 27. That's outside.
So the best bats this season for the Sparrows is a close one between Jerry Magana and Spritz Seltzer. Both have about a 300 average. And we all know it's Lynn Larsonian who has the power
Number 9.
with 6 home runs on the season. Just one behind Barry Bonds.
Now batting. The catcher. Number 17. Ball, that's low.
Runner going to 3rd, and guess what happened? Top of the 6th. We're flying through this one. No one wants to score. It's only been about a 15-minute game so far. Lindsey Say locked in. 7, 8, 9 due up in the order. And that's a strike out of Beltran, 1 away.
The designated hitter. Number 5. No, inside.
1 and 2 the count to Augusta Wind. Grounded to Vegas. In time for round number 2.
The center fielder. Number 37.
Popped up. Dixon behind the plate. Makes the catch for out number 3, bottom of the 6. It's 9-1 to due up.
The catcher, number 17. Whoa.
And that one's deep into left center. Back it goes. Dixon has broken the scoreless tie. And that will do it for Reynolds. And the Sparrows take a 1-0 lead. My apologies. I truly did not realize I had never shared the link out to everyone to review stats. I thought I had done that. That is my fault. Grounded through the right side of the infield. Waggy Tail comes into the game, just the 5th appearance for Tail this year. And man, it's not been pretty for him. 14 earned through 17 and the 3rd. 7.27 ERA. Gets the strikeout there for out number 2. And that is out number 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Stone Woolley and Decamore due up. That one into left field, and it's out of the reach of Seltzer. Rolls to the wall, and that's going to be a leadoff double for the High Rollers. Runner in scoring position now here for Wally Woolley. One and two, the count to Woolley. And that one gets away from Dixon, and runner takes third, so 90 feet away from a tie game once again. And strike 3 called, down goes Woolley, one away. And here is Decamore, your best bat so far this year on the High Roller squad, hitting .390 on the year, 23 for 59. Oh, just missed the line there in that 6 home run category. Oh, beanball, uh-oh. And up to the plate comes Max Range. That does it for Say. In comes Jericho McKinney. McKinney 11 earned through 24 innings, a 4.12 ERA. That one is going to get down into center field, though, and that will tie the game up at 1 apiece. McKinney has done pretty well since the start of the season, but not theirs. That's a Bomber special, and that will give the High Rollers a lead. 2-1 now the score. High Rollers offense finally wakes up a bit. Kenny now tense. Foul 1 and 2 the count. 2 blind. Ollie swing. Get a miss. For out number 2, and here comes Carlita Beltran. Two the count to Carlita Beltran. And that one's foul. Popped up and out of play. Full count now. And that one is down into right. Another run scores. It's 3-1 High Rollers. That one finally gets charged to Jericho. And that one's out of reach. It's another Bomber special. The throw from center is not in time, and it's 4-1. High Rollers just putting the ball where the Sparrows are not. And have scored 4 here in the top of the 7th. They had 1 hit, I'm pretty sure, coming into this inning. A leadoff double and a beanball. I guess we'll do that to you. Popped up. And it looks like the inning will come to a close here with Magana making the catch for out number 3. Bottom of the 7th now, and Sparrows trailing for the first time tonight. It's 5, 6, 7 to up in the order. That one's cracked. Doesn't have enough. It's hanging up there, and it won't make it to the track. Polygraph makes the grab for out number 1. This one into left, and Stone makes the catch. And brings up Lynn Larsonian. A home run to tie the league. Fouls it off 0-2. And strike 3 called. Larsonian goes down looking, and will go to the top of the 8th. One and 2 the count. One into the stands as well. And strike 3 called. A K for McKinney. And that will do it for Jericho. In comes Madison Bowl ball. For Madison this year, 13 earned through 13 2/3, an 8.55 ERA. Not been a pretty season for her. into foul territory. Oh, we'll never know what happened to that one. Swing and a miss. Full ball with the strikeout. 2 away here. Max range to the plate. Grounded. Hendricks with the diving stop in time for out number 3. We'll go bottom 8. Vegas, Dixon, and Hendricks due up. Oh, to the count here to Spud. And Spud pops it up into left. Wally Woolley is there for out number 1. We have to wonder if this is the swan song for Wally Woolley. His defense definitely is not up to snuff anymore. His bat is still pretty good, but have to see what the Diamond Jacks squad has to call up, as well as the 11 draft picks the High Rollers organization has coming up in the Season 10 draft. I wonder if this is it for some of those original High Roll players. Wally Woolley, Tipsy Reynolds, Blind Ollie, to name a few. We've already lost a few. Becky Phobes in the minors this year. And we go to the top of the 9th. 5, 6, 7 due up for the High Rollers. Grounded to Hendricks in time for out number 1. Two and 1 the count to Blind Ollie. Oh no! Yikes! That was one of the nastier ones we've had this season. That had some oomph behind it. And we'll go to the bottom of the 9th, potentially the last 3 outs here for both of these two seasons. Fornia Khan and Magana due up.
The designated hitter, number 24. No, that's low. Strike. That's low.
That one's hit into left, and it's off the top of the wall. It's only gonna be a single. And I bring up Cameron Khan. Waggy Tail with his by far best outing of the year. He's gone 3 innings once, but gave up 2 earned runs during that stint in week 4. Oh! And have a fun double play there. And 2 outs now, Jiri Magana into right, and caught by Graff for out number 3, and that will do it. High Rollers take this one 4-1. And there's all to say about it. 7 hits for the High Rollers. Beltron, the only multi-hit game with the only player on the high rollers with a multi-hit game. Fornia and Larsonian both with multiple hits. Win goes to Tail. He goes 4 innings clean, only giving up 2 hits and striking out a pair. Mocha only went 2 before he got hurt. Reynolds went 3, gave up a home run. That's pretty much it. Say gets a hard loss after the beanball. 2 earned for her through 6 1/3. McKinney also 2 earned through an inning. Then Bowl Ball and Decker go the rest of the way fairly quietly. Say gets the top billing. Bit of a pound on the back for her. Waggy Tail and Madeline Dixon in third. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2, Angels and Mythic, coming up right after this. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. Bit premature there, but game number 2, Angels and the Mythic, here from Founders Field.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 52. Low.
And that is cracked on the first pitch of the game, and it's gone! Emma Milstein starting the game off with a bang. 377 feet over the wall in right center. And it's 1-0 Angels.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 2. Now batting, the center fielder, number 30. Ball high. Ball outside.
3-1 here to Emily Prentice. And Emily Prentice still only has 1 home run in the season, which was a 3-run shot against the Bombers that I'll never forgive. That's also 3 of her 8 RBIs on the season. So that's fun. Grounded to short. There's Rosas behind his back to Buckley, but can't turn 2. So at the corners here. Oh. And Bjornsson strikes out looking.
The third baseman, number 26.
Brings up Uno Dia. 2-2. Grounded, smash shot, takes it herself for round number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the first.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 11.
Sling Colombo to Watley in time for round number 1.
The shortstop, number 18.
Dia to Neuenmuller for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 8.
And that's to Dexterous for round number 3. So a clean bottom of the first will go top 2. 7, 8, 9 2 up for the Angels. And I will be right back.
The right fielder, number 7. The second baseman, number 13. Now batting, the left fielder, number 6. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 89. Now batting, the right fielder, number 43. Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
I am back. Looks like there's 2 down now. Saw Buckley to the plate. Runner on. That's popped up to third. And caught by Dia for out number 3. Top of the third, we'll see Milstein, Neuenmuller, and Prentice due up.
The shortstop, number 52.
Matthew Eric has had a bit of an adventure this season. Had some time as an SP and an RP. 13 earned runs for him in 18 2/3. A 6.27 ERA to go along with a 1.66 whip. Swing and a miss. Neuenmuller strikes out swinging for out number 2. Brings up Emily Prentice. And she pops it up right center. And Moss is there for out number 3. Bottom of the third we go. Miles, Tot, and Colombo due up. On chopped foul, 2-2 here. Hit well, but into right field, but Nani is there. For out numero uno. And popped up Neuenmuller is there for out number 2. And Colombo goes down as well. We'll go to the top of the 4th, still 1-0 here. Carroll Henry, Bjorn Bjornsson, and Uno Dia due up. Full count here to Bjorn. Swing and a miss. One's into left field and a base hit for the Angels here. And a beanball. Second one of those we've seen so far today. One, two, the cat. Excuse me. And Ruby Green Dexterra strikes out swinging. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Off locked in here through 3. Swing and a miss. Courageous Moth. It's Cretaceous Moon. Courageous, Cretaceous. There's a couple in there like that you confuse me with. Let's see what Moth has done on the season. Yeah, 13 earned, 13 1/3 innings, 8.777, 1.65 whip.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 43.
1 on 2 outs here for Moss. And the strikeout to end the inning. Top of the 5th we go. Watley, Milstein, and Sophie Neuenmuller.
The left fielder, number 6.
Wash Jotley, still one of the better batters in the league. 440 average on the season, 22, 450, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs. But flies out there into left.
Number 52.
Eric's trying to bounce back from the beanball. This one into right. And caught by Moss for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 2.
That one into straightaway center field, the deepest part of the park. Is it enough? It's gone off the backstop in straightaway center field, and it's 2-0 Angels.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
The third home run of the season for Sophie. That one's hit well, also deep into center field, at the wall, and caught by Colombo. Another run for the Angels. They now lead 2-0.
The catcher, number 24.
I could get the scoreboard right.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 5.
That one's caught by Bonani.
The left fielder, number 58.
Back to the mound, Moth in time for round number 3. We'll go top of the 6th. 2-0 in favor of the Angels.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 44. Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
Grounded to Merritt in time for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 26.
And Uno Dia to the plate.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 7.
I'd really be curious to see. I know I could do it, but doing it for this year would just be kind of tedious to go back to do it. But to have like just another box I could fill out indicating whether the pitcher was an SP or an RP, and get like team by team splits of their starters and their relievers. So I'd be curious to see like what splits might look like there. So I bet like teams like the overdrafts, especially probably towards the end of the season, probably had a pretty significant difference there. But then other teams probably wouldn't make too much of a difference. Like Mythic here and for the Sparrows probably ends up being the same. But it would just be it'd be an interesting point to kind of look at. I guess, well, I could somewhat do it easily. I could create like a VLOOKUP and put in the names of starters, but it wouldn't work 100%, especially with teams who changed up their rotations. Like for the Liberty, for instance, like they changed around their starters quite a bit. Maybe just a point of reference for next year, just one extra thing, as it's not worth going back and doing. Rosas up the middle. That's a base hit. Jesse Merritt up to the plate. Runner on, 2 outs here. And Merritt puts one down into center field. And Rosas gets to third, so runners at the corners here for the Mythic. And it's Harry Von Crum. Could this be the end for Von Crum's career? As he singles and puts the run up on the board for the Mythic, it's now 2-1. Grounded to Dia, and that will end the inning. We'll go top 7, 2-1 the score here. Watley, Milstein, and Neuenmuller due up. In comes Paprika Stocks now. Stocks 10 earned through 14 2/3 this year, a 6.13 ERA. I think her biggest blunder of the year was that outing against the Cyclones. She gave up 4 of her 10 runs that game. Actually giving up 8 of her 10 runs over her 4 of her last outings. She gave up 2 earned runs up until week 9, and then the wheels have kind of come off. One's off the wall. Although tosses in, but it's a 2-out double for Neuenmuller.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
Grounded to Buckley in time for out number 3. And we'll go bottom of the 7th, 6, 7, and 8 due up.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Diving stop there by RGD for out number 1. Nice play. Dexteris couldn't get to that one, and it scoots by her into right field for a 1-out single. Now That one's popped up and looks like it's going to stay in play here for Bjornsson for out number 2. And I bring up smash tot, and in comes Walter Malone. Malone, one of the better relievers probably in the major leagues. That isn't like super duper maxed out. 12 earned for him through 28 2/3, a 3.76 ERA and a 1.18 whip. Not known for his strikeouts, but he does strike out the batter to send us to the top of the 8th. And Carroll Henry comes to the plate to lead us off. Right to the 3rd, Jesse Merritt throws in time for out number 1. Oh, 2. Grounded to Buckley. In time for out number 2. Two, 2. That one's into left, or right. And caught by Moss for out number 3. Bottom of the 8th, top of the order, 2 up. Colombo Rosas and Jesse Merritt. Delaney Frisco will come in for a pinch hit. Delaney Frisco, this one's deep into center field. That one is out of here. Delaney Frisco ties us at 2. Absolutely crushed. 2 home runs tonight. 1 by each team into the deeper part of the park. And now comes Biddles Rosas. He scored the run earlier off a RBI by by Harry Von Crum, and he's aboard. And that one's down into left. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. And here is Von Crum, 3 for 3. These last 2 weeks have been very big for Von Crum. Had 2 home runs against the Wildcats, almost single-handedly had the Mythic upset them, but they fell just short in that game. Breaks his bat swinging there, 1-2 the count. Grounder to Dia. She takes it herself for round number 1 and throws it to 3rd for the Dragons special. A unconventional 5-3 double play. Two down now, but the go-ahead run in scoring position for Odin Moss. Swing and miss. Swing and a miss. And we'll go to the 9th, tied up here at 2 apiece. Benani, Green Dexteres, and Watley due up. Grounded to short. Rosas catches up to it. Throws in time for out number 1.
The second baseman, number 13.
And that will be a 1-out walk.
The left fielder, number 6.
Green doesn't have much speed, but the catcher doesn't have much arm. Or if they might try and sneak her over to get RBI man active for Watley. Uncharacteristic 0 for 3 tonight. Especially here against the Mythic. Grounded up the middle, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 Dragon special. And the Mythic will have a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the 9th. McBinney, Buckley, and Lucian Miles due up.
The center fielder, number 24.
And that's a punch out to start off the bottom of the 9th.
Batting, the second baseman, number 5.
Grounded to second. Dexterez in time for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 58.
0-2 to Miles. And we'll go to extra innings. Tied up at 2 apiece here. Top of the order due up for the Angels.
The shortstop, number 50, batting, number 23.
And in comes Tina Tygo. Could this be her last plate appearance? She's been in the league since season 1. A 9-year career.
The first baseman, number
And she lines out to right field. I guess a lot of the earned runs later on in the season for Stocks can be attributed to this kind of a situation here where they've just purposely got trash in the bullpen and Stocks just gets left out to dry, and that one is out of here, and the Angels take the lead 3-2. Another home run by Neuenmuller. And it's 3-2.
number 30. Now pitching, number 54.
So Neuenmuller with home runs 3 and 4 tonight.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 44. Now batting, the catcher, number 18.
And a swing and a miss. Bjornsson goes down. And we go down to the bottom of the 10th. 9-1-2 due up for the Mythic.
Now back, the first baseman, number now in
1 to tie, 2 to win. Lawrence Longshanks comes into the game for Tina Tygo. Longshanks at second. Green Dexterous at short. And that's a leadoff walk, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate. Delaney Frisco already with one under her belt.
number
In comes Bobby Heineke. Heineke just 4 outings on the year. Grounded to Neuenmuller. To Dexteres. Back to Neuenmuller. A 3-6-3 double play. And it's all up to Biddles Rosas now. And that will be caught by Longshanks, and that will do it. Angels take the win, finish 500 on the season with a 3-2 win over the Mythic. Mythic out-hit the Angels 9-7. Von Crum, Merritt, and Rosas, 7 of the 9 hits for the Mythic. And Neuenmuller, 4 of the 7 hits for the Angels. 2 of them leaving the park. Win goes to Milon. Only 1 earned through 2 1/3 for him. Loss goes to Stocks. 1 earned through 3 1/3 just got left out to dry because there's no one left in the bullpen. Neuenmuller, Courageous Moth, and Delaney Frisco, your MVPs. And game number 3, the Skulls of Rock and the Cyclones coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Ssbl on Twitch. And here we are, final game of the night, the Cyclones and the Skulls of Rock. Nothing to play for here. Skulls of Rock ticket already punched, and they can't do any better than the 6th seed. And Landor Lake starts things off with a strikeout. That's up the middle out of the reach of Timber Woods. Who did the Mythic beat 10-5 early in the season? Well, that was also when they were trying and had like their good players up, but still. It was the High Rollers. I mean, the High Rollers were bad as well this year, so I guess that stands to reason. One on, 2 out here. Carlos Ramos to the plate. Grounded to short. Timber Woods in time for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the first. Kip Shaw Jr., nice play there. Oh, Flip Hecker.
The designated hitter, number 21.
Skulls flash to the leather here in the bottom of the first. And that's strikeout of Vern Knight. Jr. sends us to the top of the second. Bean Machine will lead us off. Bean Machine liking the purple and yellow. But I guess it's also a bit confusing since this is his combined stats. However, 17 for 58 collectively on the season, just shy of 300. Let me turn this off real quick. With the Skulls, 8 for 26, hitting 308. Let's see, Landor Lake's off to a nice start here. $11 earned for him through 14 and a third. A 7.06 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. Yoshida ranges over and gets it to Kelly in time for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Woods, Yoshida, and Mannequin due up.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 7. Now batting, the second baseman, number 35. Now batting, the catcher, number 21.
Two 2 here to Kevin Mannequin. And Van Damham gets the strikeout there.
Right fielder, number 64.
Runner going, the throw is not in time. So runner in scoring position. Oh, a tough dive there by Hecker. Ramos the throw in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third inning. 9-1-2 due up for the Skulls. That's a strikeout to start off the top of the third. Jet County, the former Cyclone, hitting .232 on the season. But hitting .259 as a Skull. But he fouls out there. That one is down into center. Galileo Cat with a base hit. Brings up Alicia Kim. She had a huge day against the Stingers last week. She hit 2 home runs. Up to 3 on the season. Looks like Hecker leads the way for the Skulls, team-wise with 5. This one flipped to short. Woods is there for out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Lames, Among Us, and Kelly do up. And here is poor old Chungus Among Us. He has to be having probably the worst batting season ever recorded in the Ssbl. 1 for 44 with 21 strikeouts and no walks drawn. And there's another one, 22, a batting average of .023. And we go to the top of the 4th, scoreless. Very low scoring day so far. Actually, Nicky is not the strikeout king. It's Evangeline Shortstacks, Fran Welder, and Tyrese Rose. They have 25. Nick Key has 24. But this isn't including week 16. I don't know what Key might have already done or not. As for strikeout, for K rate though, it does look like Nick Key is tops for like main starters, yeah. 54% through 24 plate appearances. Bottom of the 4th, we've got nothing but goose eggs so far. Top of the 5th, Buddy Moon, Kip Shaw Jr., Fran Welder do up. That is up the middle. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for the Skulls.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 33.
And Kipshaw Jr. strikes out there.
Second baseman,
One on, one out. Here is Fran Welder. Two and two the count. Swing and a miss.
the first baseman, number 29.
Landor Lake, 6 strikeouts here. He did rack up 8 back on week 4, day 3, where he went 7 2/3. That's a walk to County. So 2 on now, 2 outs here. Galileo Cat 2 for 2 today. Chance for the Skulls to break the scoreless tie here. Three and one to Cat. And Cat grounds it to short. Timberwoods in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Mannequin, Brian, and Jabron Lames due up. And Vam Damhand this year, quite the pitcher, quite the number 4 starter here for the Skulls. 3 earned runs through 17 1/3. A 1.55 ERA and a 1.03 whip. He's not too flashy about it, but he gets the job done.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 64.
Ramos from deep in the hole. Oh, he gets the out at second.
The left fielder, number 19.
And strike 3 called. And here comes Among Us once again. Oh, no more Among Us. That's sad. So Among Us will finish the season 1 for 45. And all of it for that. Top of the 6th, still scoreless. Bit of a surprise. Luckily, the Skulls had nothing to play for, really. Except for their own pride, I guess. Finished just 1 game back of the Stingers. As it wasn't for their slow start this year, that would have been a fun Nova's race to have kept track towards the end. Especially with the Skulls sweeping the Stingers this year. Like what goes down is the one tendency breaker of their winning streak here throughout the last 2/3 of the season is a 1-2 loss to the Express, but then winning 2-0 against the Retrievers. But that 1-2 loss to the Express just have those wins and losses. They win by the thinnest of margins, they lose by the thinnest of margins, and those games have just unbelievable repercussions throughout the rest of the league. But started off 0-4 and have gone 9-2 since. Just a spectacular recovery on the season. And honestly, of those early losses, 4-7 to the High Rollers really is a bit of an outlier now, seeing where these two teams finished up. And just 1-3 to the Bombers and 0-1 to the Wildcats. Honestly, their largest loss, there was 0-7 to the Unicorns. And they did get beat up by the Serpents a bit, 7-3. But other than that, the Skulls have been pretty hot. I mean, granted, apart from the Stingers, their schedule over the last few weeks has been fairly easier. Sparrows, Angels, Mythic, Ball Players, which, I mean, Ball Players isn't exactly an easy out. They still have some pretty solid pieces, even with Bo removed. Daydream Fever will come in here in the bottom of the sixth with 2 outs and a runner aboard, trying to break this scoreless tie. And shut out the Stingers nonetheless. That was the first time the Stingers had been shut out all season. Their lowest output was 2 runs a couple times on the year, but never been shut out up until then. But yet here we are against the Cyclones, scoreless here in the top of the 7th. Landor Lake's giving it his all. 105 pitches here. And gives up the walk. And that will do it for Lakes. Tough Bayfong comes into the game. Faced off against Buddy Moon, 2 for 2. He's been nice since he's come back from injury. Buddy Moon, a solid bat on this team. 319 on the year, 15 for 47. And he bomber specials this one into right. And the Skulls have 2 on and nobody out. And a tough dive that will load the bases. And it's Jet County, the former Cyclone. Oh, and to the count to County. Swing and a miss. And it's up to Galileo Cat to try and break the scoreless tie here in the top of the 7th. Up the middle, Yoshida in time for out number 3. The Skulls leave them loaded. We go bottom half. Yoshida, Mannequin, and O'Brien due up. That one's down into right. Cyclones no longer the worst batting average team offensively, but worst in everything else. Home runs only 8 on the season, 33% strikeout rate, and just above 2 runs per game offensively. And in comes Aaron Santea. Mitchell O'Brien at the plate. Runner going, and runner is out. Runner to Hecker. Hecker in time for round number 3. And top of the 8th we go. Kim Ramos and Bean Machine due up, combined 0 for 9 tonight. Not exactly the foot you want to go off into the playoffs with, but playoffs are the playoffs nonetheless. And Bayfong gives up a leadoff walk to start off the top of the 8th. Ramos to the plate. Ramos 14 for 55 on the year, 255 average. He's got 4 home runs under his belt. And Ramos goes down looking. And Bean Machine up the middle. Another opportunity here for the Skulls. Flip Hecker to the plate. He leads the Skulls this year with 5 home runs. But pops it up into left. Jabron Lane, no. Daydream Fever is there. Or out number 2. And here is the locked in Buddy Moon. 3 for 3, 3 singles. And Moon will take the walk, and the bases are loaded once again for the Skulls. And it's Kip Shaw Jr. Nope, scratch that. It's Dad coming to the plate. And the swan song for Kip Shaw as well. Can he get the Skulls up on the board here in the top of the 8th? One and 2 the count from Alfonso Sims. Just misses there, 2-2. Slow roller up the middle. Daydream Fever the throw in time for out number 3. The Skulls leave him loaded for the 2nd straight inning. We'll go bottom of the 8th. Lames Diligence and Doug Kelly. The 3-1 to Lames here. Finds his own. Third base line, fair, but Hecker with the nice play. back to the top of the order, Doug Kelly. An abysmal 8 for 51 season. Grounds into the fielder's choice there. 157 for Doug Kelly, who is like just shy of maxed out. Full count to Rose. And Rose draws a walk. And you, George III, will come in for Vern Knight Jr. O2. Grounded to County. County flips to Santea, who covers in time. And we go to the top of the ninth. Nothing but zero so far. 9-1-2 to up for the Skulls. You know, come to think of it, the Stingers set a bit of Ssbl history, I have to assume, this year. I don't know for certain, but it almost has to be that they are the first team to win a division, but with a losing record within their division. Into right, and O'Brien makes the catch there for out number 2. They lost 2 to the Skulls, 1 to the Cyclones, 1 to the Ball Players. They were 2-4 in division. The Cyclones will have a chance to walk it off here in the bottom of the ninth. Fever, Yoshida, Mannequin due up. Grounder to third. Flip Hecker in time for out number 1. Santea gives up the walk. The winning run on base here. Jesus Shuttlesworth comes into the game. Grounder to second. Welder to second for 1. And why not a second helping of extra innings? Alicia Kim into left field. That one is over the head of Jerome Diligence, and Alicia Kim will have herself a leadoff double. Oh, off the glove. That will score a run. And the Skulls finally break through here in the top of the 10th, 1-0. And here comes Flip Hecker now. Up the middle, under the glove of Yoshida. And the inning continues. Yes, you'd be correct. The Unicorns' losses are to Ball Players, Stingers, Gauchos, and Bombers. And, nope. And all their mythic, their season run differential is only +4. No, +3. 3-1, 1-0. Angels 5-1, 3-1. But not for the Wildcats. The Wildcats did lose to the Angels. I think that's probably their own. Well, no, they lost to the Unicorns as well. Duh. They can't both be perfect, you dingus.
Number 14.
Let's see if Shuttlesworth can close this one out. Yeah, that's a good way to start it, one away. Grounded to second, or to first, excuse me. And that's out number 2. Tough dive there, and the game will go on.
The first baseman, number 14. Inside.
Grounded to second, Fran Wilder in time. Jet County out number 3, and the Skulls of Rock win it 1-0 in 10. And the Cyclone season mercifully comes to an end. 11 hits for the Skulls and only 1 run. Buddy Moon 4 for 4. Galileo Cat 2 for 5. RBI goes to Ramos. 5 hits for the Cyclones. 2 from Jerome Diligence, who came off the bench. Win goes to Shuttlesworth. He goes an inning and 2/3 scoreless. Loss goes to Sims. Landor Lake's a tough no decision there. No earned through 6-7 strikeouts. Also for Van Damham, no earned through 6 1/3. 8 strikeouts for him. MVP is Ham, Lakes, and Buddy Moon. Just 4 for 4. That's it. 4 for 4. Good job. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in. If tonight wasn't the most exciting of them, no stakes really involved. But tomorrow night we'll make up for it. 3 winner-take-all division title games. Vikings Express, Unicorns Wildcats, and Bombers Serpents. Be sure to not miss tomorrow night's games, no matter what. But until then, I'm Chicken Sandwich, signing off for tonight. Have a good night, everyone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.